All right, we're coming up on 12:30 here on a Sunday morning. This is an update for the Wiregrass here, and the threat has ended for Central Alabama, and now the focal point will be here in points to the south and east, including the Wiregrass. So we are looking at the tornado watch in place for essentially all the counties here. And this goes until 3 o'clock for Houston, Geneva, Coffee, Washington, Walton, Covington, even back towards Butler, Crenshaw, Pike County that saw that one TDS a little bit earlier, Barber County, of course, Henry, basically all your counties here. And the good news, I will say, is things do not appear to be really flaring up. This is a look at the power outage map, which again is something to watch closely. And again, the tornado threat appears to be dropping, but you can still get some outages with winds, and we'll have to watch for that. Also, a tremendous amount of lightning still coming through with some of these cells. So let's hop on over to the radar here, and again, some of the more potent stuff is up here. In Russell County, so this is north of the Wiregrass, a lot of this moving into Georgia. And there are no active warnings. Again, I'm doing this at 12:25 in the morning on Sunday, and things just look kind of benign down here. Now, one thing I will note, I'll try to hone in on this. There's 471 strikes, and 164 of those are positive. So when we talk about positive strikes, those are your more powerful strikes. These often are cloud to ground, and these can spark outages, cause fires. And we'll have to watch for that. That might be the biggest impact here moving forward. But again, there's the radar as it stands now. Again, we have to look from the Montgomery site. I don't have access to the Enterprise Fort Rucker radar. So if we're looking at this a little bit from a distance here, but I'm still not seeing anything of note. It looks like some storm intensification is possible in Coffee and Dale counties, according to the National Weather Service in Tallahassee. That would be these right here. Zoom on in, and you can see these are probably the most notable. You look here, and there's a couple cells that look a little bit more intense north of Ozark, north of Enterprise, and the motion of these is very interesting. Typically, you'd think, okay, if this is in Enterprise, it's coming to Daleville. Well, the motion of all of these is actually off in the northeasterly direction. So a lot of these are moving in this particular motion here. And I'm going to go to our radar lap so you can see that and the way that they are moving here. This is a look at the last hour, and again, a lot of the motion is off to the northeast. So a lot of this is headed up towards Clio. What you're going to get here in Geneva and Houston County is this clutter down in the Panhandle, which again does not look too severe at this point. There's no warnings in place. But again, that doesn't mean it's over with. I just got done with coverage in Central Alabama, and we saw a huge uptick in our activity once it moved into a relatively unstable air mass. So there's certainly still some possibility with this as we move forward. This is a look at some of the velocities. And again, this is a ways away from the radar site, but indeed seeing some evidence here that we could have some stronger wind gusts. This is way, way, way up in the sky here. In fact, I'll draw how far this is from the radar site, and we are looking, as I mentioned, from the Montgomery. So you're 50, 60 miles away from the radar sites. This is going to be pretty far up in the atmosphere here at this point. And so these winds are not translating to the surface by any means. So, but again, gusty winds are possible. We could see some rotation within the atmosphere as we progress through the evening. The tornado watch goes until 3 o'clock, and we'll certainly bear watching. So again, one more time on the loop here, and then I'm going to switch over to our Future View product, and we're going to watch kind of how the latest runs are moving this. So again, over in Coffee County and Dale County, we're seeing some gusty winds. So there may be a warning issued for that. Also, where you see lightning clustered, there's typically we typically get an intensification when you talk about areas where you see concentrated lightning. So we're seeing that here evident in parts of Coffee and Dale County. Let me grab my still image here if I can. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this off the cuff here. And we're looking at an uptick in lightning, and there you go. There's your severe thunderstorm warning. So this is for Dale County until 2. Also, most of Coffee County, and the general motion of this is off to the north and east, so headed towards Brundage, headed towards Clio, but some gusty winds possible in here. This is exactly where I just pixel queried some of those gusty winds. So, all right, let's go on over to our future view, and this is a look essentially at what we call this the HRR. This is the high resolution rapid refresh, and I'm going to bump this up to 1 a.m. on basically the top of the hour here, and we'll see where this is headed. So this is where it's depicting that rain right now, and again, any one of these could potentially pulse up. We will certainly watch for that moving forward here, but by about 3 o'clock, most of this line is clear of Dale, of Coffee, of Henry County. You still have some cells from Houston down to Lynn Haven in the Florida Panhandle, up near Eufaula, perhaps, but move this ahead to about 4 o'clock, and now we're looking, clear in Houston County, clear in Jackson County, still looking at some cells in Bay County, and we'll continue to watch the trends of this, but a lot of this over into Georgia by this point, and early Sunday morning, get closer to sunrise, and we're clear. All of Alabama, we're absolutely clear. So that is certainly good news. So again, one more time here for folks in the Wiregrass, just looking at this tornado watch that's in place. We have one severe thunderstorm warning that covers 2 counties. That is Coffee as well as Dale County. That's for gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour that we'll watch. We also have a warning over in Russell County. It's just outside the Wiregrass here. But, David Paul's going to be watching this. He's down at that WTVY. And he'll have you covered as we go through this event. But again, the threat's not over with yet. It's certainly trending down from what we saw earlier in central and south Alabama between Montgomery and Clanton, where we had numerous tornado debris signatures here, so we'll watch that very closely. So stay safe, everyone. Have a great night, and better weather's ahead. A little colder early week, but better weather's ahead. See you next time.